if you think of all the funny ads, right? Why do we add humor? It sells, right? We watch Geico, we watch the Super Bowl. People are spending $6 million for 30 seconds worth of ads. And they have chose 90% of the ads are funny, and Dollar Shave Club, one of the biggest, marketing launches ever. They ended up selling for $1 billion. All of their stuff was around funny marketing. And so everyone wants to be funny, but like first, what I want to do is I'll share with you guys just the basics of how to add a little bit of humor into your marketing. You don't have to be a stand-up comedy special, but I'll just share like a few basics and then I'll show you an ad that we did for a chiropractor. I mean, a chiropractor is not, when you think of someone that's funny, you don't really think of a chiropractor, right? And so for everyone that's in business, when you're thinking about how do I make my business funny, really all we're thinking about is first, we got to think about what the pain points, like what are the struggles of our clients, right? Are they overweight? Are they in debt? Are they depressed? What is it that they're experiencing right now? Are they trying to find a house and they haven't been able to find a house? Right? Like what is their pain points? And what we want to do is to sell, first, we need to understand that people buy because they want to go from pain to pleasure. So first we need to write down like what are all those problems that our customers have. So when this chiropractor reached out to us and said, "Hey, can you create an ad for us?" We said, "Okay, what are the pain points of, people that would need a chiropractor?" Well, there's the obvious pain points, their back hurts, right? But then there's also the other stuff like, hey, they're having to hang upside down on inversion tables. They're probably trying like ice packs and taking a ton of pills. They're probably going to the chiropractor all the time. Like what you would do right now is you would think, okay, what are the pain points of my customer? And then to make something funny, right? How do we make an ad funny? How do we add a little bit of humor? Because I'm telling you, just a sprinkle of humor, even if your business is boring, it makes a big impact. And what you do is you exaggerate the pain points of our customers. And I'm about to play that video for you guys here in just a second. And I'll give you an example, like one hook that you could start off your ads with is like, do you hate pain point, right? Do you hate that you're in debt, all the school debt that you have? Or are you tired of, having that, that extra 40 pounds on you after you gave birth to your recent child or whatever it is? Are you tired of not being able to get along with your spouse? Whatever that pain point is, or are you tired of not being able to find a house in your budget? And then what we do is we show an exaggerated pain point. So right away, the first second should be something that grabs the attention of your perfect customer. So right here, the perfect customer of a chiropractor is someone who's in pain and they're tired of all of these things that they're going through, right? Because this chiropractor specifically, we're promoting this machine that he has. So I'll play this for you guys. But what I want you to notice is we're exaggerating the pain points of what someone who's in back pain goes through. And that first second, that very first visual is an image of something that if I was in, back pain and I was tired of, having to go through all kinds of different treatments, this visual would grab my attention because I'd be like, "Oh, that's me. That's what I feel like." But it's fun. And we just sprinkle a little bit of humor. It's not, again, this one's not like a huge comedy special, but just throwing a little bit, just exaggerating a little bit here goes a long way. So I will play this as another example for everybody here. And again, this is all created with AI. And I did this while I was watching TV. So check it out.
Got disc pain? Let me guess. You've tried inversion tables, ice packs, and heating pads. You may also have gone through 3 chiropractors that are convinced you just need to be coming more regularly. Or you've been taking so many pain pills you've lost count and now you feel numbed out from life. You may also be thinking that the only option you have is to get back surgery and resort to setting off metal detectors for the rest of your life. But there's a better way. It's called spinal decompression therapy with the DRX 9000. People who thought their only option was to get back surgery now have a non-surgical solution. Spinal decompression therapy is FDA cleared and has already helped thousands of people who suffer from back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain. There are no knives and no recovery time. Patients have said it's so comfortable, many have even fallen asleep while getting treatment. And the best part is, your first treatment is complimentary. That's right, your first treatment is free, and we could even get you scheduled within just 1 week to try it out for yourself. Click below to book your free appointment and leave the gimmicks in the trash. Come and see why more people are choosing decompression instead of surgery.
All right, so that ad, I mean, we did that completely with AI. We didn't have to hire any of the spokesmodels. We didn't have to spend money on any of the, clothing or the makeup and hair or any of the props. That could have easily cost tens of thousands of dollars plus days of filming. And so you think about like this would be really cool for you to do for your business or to be able to provide this for a business. I have a student right now. She just closed a $5,000 client making an ad for a mattress company. And, she just went to a business and said, "Hey, I know you're used to spending $15,000 because that's what they would have spent on a real ad. And it was going to take you 3 days to film. And, it was going to, it cost you a lot of money and then take 5 weeks to get the ad back. But how about I do it now and I'll have it to you in 48 hours for $5,000 and you don't have to spend any time filming. So it's really cool for you as a creator, but it's also cool if like anybody here is also looking for like, hey, how can I also make money with AI? Because people are going to ask you the moment they see that you're creating videos like this, they're going to want some too. They're going to be like really stoked about it. So I can play like a couple more for you guys and then I can walk you through how to do it. If you guys want.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll give a couple examples of just also how to add humor. So you guys kind of have that just as a bonus. So when you're thinking about how to create, ads, but I'll play an ad for you guys. So the first ad that I ever created well, actually, this was a second ad that I ever created. This was the first time that I cloned myself. So for those of you that are wanting to clone yourself, I literally just took photos of myself and I'll show you how to do this. Just photos of myself that already existed. So just like in Facebook, where you're going to drag in a picture of, yourself, and then you can say, hey, have, her say, click the link to join my training. Click the link to, set up a call to talk about my coaching program, or click the link to, get a free sample, whatever it is that you're selling. So this ad I'm going to show you, all I did was take photos of myself, like selfies, and drag it in. I will show you guys how to do this. And then I'm going to play this ad for you. And then after this, I'll show you actually how to clone yourself and put yourself in any situation. Now, I share this video because we still have this running. It's bringing in a lot of money for our company. Okay. So it's outperforming a lot of our videos. We've done more than 100 million views now. So we have 100 million views online. So we have a lot to compare it to, right? It's not like we've just done a little bit here. We've done so much marketing. And so having this ad play, and we saw that it started beating all of my other videos, even though this one was obviously AI. Like this one is obviously AI. In fact, we say that it's AI in the ad and it's just crushing. It gets me excited because that means anyone that's a beginner can do this. Okay. So again, this was like within 24 hours, this was the second ad that I had made. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this and I'll play this and just notice again, kind of exaggerating. I'm poking fun. I'm adding a little bit of humor and I'll play this for you guys right now.
Hi, I'm Christine. Well, almost. I'm her AI clone working nonstop while she's off living her best life. If you've ever wished you could clone yourself to sell stuff for you, good news. You can. Just click the link.
Or don't.
Whatever. I'm just a robot with zero feelings, programmed to
destroy humanity.
Oops, wrong script. I meant to say that the real Christine will show you how to make ads with your AI clone for your business too. So sign up below to learn more. Or don't. But don't cry when your next ad gets 3 likes and 2 of them are from your mom.
And so that's, super fun. Had a blast with this one. I mean, I couldn't believe it. As soon as we started airing it, started crushing all of our other videos. And, it's obviously AI. And we say it's AI. We sprinkle just a little bit of humor in there.
If you want to watch the entire episode, click here. And if you want to watch more episodes like this, click here.